Hi, here I am again. Welcome to my channel, The Backyard. I am happy of giving information and ideas in a little ways about all things that we can put or found in our backyard like raising animals, plants and others. I hope you enjoy watching this kind of video. If you are new in my channel, The Backyard, please subscribe now. Our topic in this video are the animals perfect or fit for our backyard farm. More and more people are enjoying the fun of having a hobby farm right in their backyard. The good news is that when you are ready to add some critters to your backyard farm, there are several that can live happily in smaller spaces. So keep watching till the end. Let's start. Here are the 5 animals perfect for our backyard farm. Number 1. Chickens. Chickens are often called the gateway livestock. You innocently think you will just get a couple chickens to poke around the garden. Before you know it, you have a whole barnyard full of animals. Chickens are the first farm animal many people start with for good reason. Chickens are small, which make them ideal for beginners. A 8-pound chicken is much easier to handle than a 1,500-pound dairy cow. They don't require a ton of care and are not expensive to keep. Make sure they have fresh water, food, a clean shelter, and that's about it. The level of care is pretty similar to keeping a cat. But cats don't give you eggs. Eggs are such a staple in most kitchens. Keeping a few chickens and having constant delicious fresh eggs is very rewarding. In a small 5-foot by 8-foot space, you can keep a flock of 3 hens, which can provide your family with at least a dozen eggs per week. The benefits of keeping chickens doesn't end with eggs. Chickens love to eat insects like ticks that terrorize your yard. They love to finish off kitchen scraps like pasta and veggies, and they give you tons of rich manure for your compost bin at garden. Number 2. Rabbits. Rabbits are an animal that are often overlooked by the casual hobby backyard farmer. Most assume that a rabbit's role on the farm is to provide meat, and many hobby farmers are not interested in keeping up with the demands of managing breeding rabbits at processing meat. But rabbits are raised by many farmers for more than just meat. Rabbits produce a large amount of manure. I know that sounds like a negative, but for the avid gardener it certainly is a positive. Rabbit manure is amazing for both flower and vegetable gardens, and unlike chicken manure, it doesn't have to compost first and can be used right away. Because rabbits are commonly kept as pets, you can often find things like feed and litter at a local pet store rather than having to search out a farm at feed store. Your local veterinarian can also likely treat any medical issues that might crop up. Rabbits are really smart and can be litter box trained to make cleaning chores easier. They don't require a huge area. In a space that is about 7 foot by 8 foot, you can set up a wonderful little area for a pair of bunnies to enjoy and explore. Rabbits are a quiet animal you can easily keep without bothering anyone, even when you have close neighbors. If you are looking for farmy benefits beyond compost, look into keeping wool-producing fiber rabbits like Angoras. Just a couple Angoras can provide you with plenty of fiber for spinning and knitting with. Number 3. Bees. Bees are an amazing, low-maintenance addition to your backyard farm. After the initial investment of the hive and other beekeeping equipment, bees are less expensive to keep than many other farm animals. Typically, beekeepers will provide sugar water as a backup food source for their hives, but for the most part your bees will be foraging for their own food up to 5 miles from your property. Beekeeping is not an everyday chore, unlike having to feed and water traditional farm animals like chickens or rabbits. A couple monthly hive check-ins and a few in-depth cleanings and inspections per year. For the most part, bees manage themselves. Honey is the most obvious benefit to keeping bees. The output of a standard hive can vary greatly depending on many different factors, but on average you can expect about 20 to 30 pounds of honey a year from just one hive. Keeping bees also greatly benefits your garden. Bees will forage all over the neighborhood, but they will definitely spend plenty of time right in your yard pollinating your vegetables and flowers, making for bigger harvests and better blooms. Number 4. Ducks. Ducks can easily be kept in a small backyard farm. Contrary to popular belief, you don't need a huge pond in your yard to keep them happy. Domestic ducks, unlike their wild relatives, spend most of their time on land. A small kiddie pool is always appreciated for splashing about but isn't necessary. Duck eggs are highly prized by bakers because of the light and fluffy texture they give to baked goods. Ducks lay nearly as many eggs as chickens and are often sold for more than twice the cost of free-range chicken eggs, so they can really more than pay for their upkeep. Ducks need just about as much space as chickens do. They are much easier on gardens and lawns than chickens because they are not constantly scratching, pecking and digging at the ground. Any standing water or puddles are going to become big mud puddles, however. If you are already keeping chickens, ducks can make an easy addition to your flock, living right alongside their poultry cousins. And number 5. Minnie goats. Super cute and super tiny pygmy and dwarf goats are perfectly backyard sized. Pygmy goats only grow to half the size of a typical goat breed, about 60 pounds, the size of a medium dog. In a 15-foot by 25-foot space you can set up an area for 2 mini goats. Of course, if you can give them a bigger area, these little adventurous and sometimes mischievous animals would very much appreciate it. You will want to build some solid fencing to keep them in, as they can be escape artists but they can be a lively and fun addition to any backyard farm. Despite their small size, they can be used for meat, but most backyard farmers keep them for other purposes. Goats provide excellent manure for your garden. Nigerian dwarf goats are excellent milkers, with the average doe producing up to 2 pounds of milk per day. If you aren't interested in breeding and keeping up with daily milking routines, Pigore goats, a mix of pygmy and Angora goats, are adorable little fiber producers. Pigores yield a silky cashmere and mohair fiber that can be spun and knit into super warm clothing for you and your family. That's the 5 animals that we can recommend to raise in your backyard farm. If you are planning to raise an animals in your backyard, I hope you get ideas in this video. If you like this video, please subscribe and don't forget to like and share. Every time I upload video, you will be the first one to watch it. Thank you for watching and have a nice day. Keep